I'm king of the hills. I just conquered this mountain and I'm staying on top. Hello, fellow tamers. Sorry. Hello, fellow tamers. This is your King Willick speaking. Yeah, I've conquered a hill. Oh, man. Oh, look. It's Leomon. Let me see if I can catch him. Where are you going? I need to talk to him. Necessary B. Accept. Wait. Necessary materials. Wait a minute. Let me give up this quest to see if I got this right. It won't mess anything up if you give up a quest, it just resets it. Necessary materials, I guess that's the quest name. So we'll take it. Great. So we need 5 Vmon. Where do we get that? Let's see. Quest, Digimon Maze. Excuse me. Main quests. One of our comrades has been attacked by, attacked. It says 2 cannon Vmons, but no, it's a by cannon Vmon. Such an awful poison. If we can't neutralize the poison, he is sure to die. In order to create an antidote, we need their poison. I need you to bring me 5 units of venom. Oh, I thought it said Vmon. No, it's venom. So I need to go back and collect 5 venom from the cannon Vmon. I see now. Okay. Now I see why it's necessary materials. So let's get that started, shall we? I don't know. Let's see here. Vaccine, metal. Metal's up to... yeah, it's not even strong enough. And his vaccine attributes haven't even gone up yet. I'll fill those up later, because I know how. Good thing he's not level 50 yet, otherwise this would have been a pain in the butt. So let's collect those materials, shall we? And it's only 5 units, so I don't see why it's going to be so hard. I mean, unlike some, there's going to be 10s. Oh, we just got 1 unit. There's going to be like 10s, 20s, up to 30s to collect. They've reduced the 40 count from inside the maze, which is good because it took way too long. I mean, quests would take up to months to finish, a whole year even, and this just got better. They said that they've increased the amount of quick pickups, but I didn't see it. I mean, I see the decrease on the amount of pickups, but I don't see the increase of the rare pickups. That's the thing. And people get that confused, and that's where I come in. I'm recording these to correct the update that they were receiving, and I guess I'm confirming what it's supposed to be rather than the ideal of what it is. I don't know. I hope you guys understand where I'm going with this, but fire. Yeah, it's like everybody looks at Wikipedia or Digipedia, or whichever pedia they use, to get an understanding of what the quest they're trying to accomplish is. like I said, there's a lot of changes in confirmation of these quests, but no one knows exactly what changed. And I'm here now to gather what I need to gather to get things done. And I've created a new account called Questmaster, and I might be deleting what I did on Barbasmon and starting a whole new saga of quests here, because Fraps messed up my recording so bad that I had to go back and forth with it all, and it doesn't look professional, so I have to start that all over again. And so far I've got 2. Don't tell me there's not efficient Digisoul left. And it shouldn't be Digisoul, it should be more of a DNA charge, because that's what it was called back whenever Data Squad was first released. When Commander Samson found Marcus as a new tamer for that Central. Excuse me. Yeah. So anyway, how are you guys been? How's the weather? Good season? Bad season? I can tell you one thing, I'm starting to cool off from the last time I recorded. I'm having a hard time trying to communicate here. I've been having one of those days where things have been going kind of off, on a sense, like bad luck starting all over again, but it's slowly fixing itself. Arcane double core. What's an arcane double core? Oh, a ring. It says right here I only picked up 1 ring. Oh, I might have a hidden stack somewhere, I don't know. Oh wait, this is a tricore, isn't it? Yep. So it might be hidden in one of the other bags that I've got hidden away. And we'll see that in a minute. But for right now, let's keep that hidden. I think it's bag 2 that's hidden. Bag 3, it's at the bottom. And I'm using that for nutrients and placement gathering. Oh, what's that? Arcane Tricore, that's 2. And a Fan Beamon egg. Sweet. And that, my friends, is how you pick up a mercenary egg. You just gotta find the right locations. So, I'm thinking about updating the website, because I was sitting here admiring my handiwork of collecting most of the royals. I call it my trophy case. If you look at the photo gallery of the home page, I set up all the I called it the Archived Royal Knights, because it's basically archived in Lucemon. But considering how I'm restarting my adventures in Lilithmon, I kind of need to pick up where I left off. And sadly, my guild has to collect enough Terras to get everybody a Sovereign or archives needed to get enough Digimon that they want. And that's fine, because we're picking up where we left off, which is helping other people out. Now, I understand that some people charge Terras for transport to File Island. From is not so much, but File Island Waterfront, they're costing 1 Terra. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And in fact, they're charging 2 Terra for Gate D in Joker's Quest for Alphamon. Now, it's good enough for me to have good friends that will help you out with that sort of thing, because I help people out in return, and they all know that. The thing is, not most people know me, and they don't know the fact that I do help people for quest items or BM items or any of that sort. And I did that on the content of using LeomonB server as a play for free server. And I'm still doing that in a way because I'm still helping out a lot of people. But it kind of kills the mood when people think that I would be doing the majority of their quests or needs for free, because that just kills a lot of things. So it would help if I got like something in return, such as some KFC, not a whole lot, just some. I mean, 20 would do for me as payment, or a single quest or BM item would do. And I don't charge Terras, that's why I don't get so much, but I do my share of gathering what I can to help people out, if you get what I mean. So quests, I don't know, Jogris, whatnot, it can be done. We have materials to help, and we have enough resources to help, but in order to keep those resources going, payment value must be offered in order to help the cause. Otherwise it's going to be chaos. It's not much, but it proves itself to be greater in the end, because you don't need Terras or anything to perform a good deed, but it's enough to stay out there. And again, I'm not complaining, I'm not how do you say, I can't remember, like bragging or anything. I'm just saying that it's like kind of difficult for some people rather than does others, because that's pretty much how it is these days. Some people are so greedy that they'll charge a buttload of amount of Terras just to help you get things done, because they see profit in where we don't. We just want the minimal of things to work. We're not asking for rarities, we're not asking for things to come in for free. I mean, we offer our hand and help, and that's where the Royal Knights come in, because we exchange advices, or help and help kind of thing. You scratch our back, we scratch yours, kind of ordeal. I'm not even sure if I'm getting where I want to, but yeah, it's kind of one of those things. What did I just pick up? Another accelerator. I'm up 14 now. Wow, that took a lot. Yeah, we're not expecting things to come free or come cheap. I mean, we'll stick around until the task is done, but if one of our members decide to bail out at the last chance and not come back later, we'll correct that. Somebody else should be able to take their place in that helping hand, because we don't leave anything unfinished. In fact, I've proven that time and time again. Like last night, I was helping a guildmate complete his quest over in Infinity Mountain to collect these blackish black ears, or the imperfect black ears, or whatever they're called, to get into the Devimon dungeon. That's pretty much what it was, and I didn't ask for anything in return because we help each other out already. And for me, that's a kind of a labeled record, because he stuck around with us through thick and thin. Whenever I needed help, he was there to help me, and whenever he needed to help, I was there to help him. And it's kind of a cycle, and that's a good cycle too, because it keeps us together as friends, rather than fighting and bickering back and forth what should be done and what shouldn't be. And I classify him as one of my generals too, because he helps me gather enough people in for requests, and he's not on enough times to get what he needs to get done, because he has, you know, real life problem or a real life job to attend to, and I'm not turning him away from that. It's just the fact that, you know, people have their business to attend to in real life. I'm not judging. In fact, I've welcomed it. You know, I don't, you know, kick people out for stupid reasons. I don't tend to demote anybody over stupid reasons. It's kind of one of those things. But I would welcome members that I can understand. I mean, I know it's a global server, everybody's welcome, but they have to speak English well enough for me to understand. And if they can't understand me, there's kind of a lack of communication there. And I don't want any misunderstandings to where there's like a battle of drama of some sort. I would like the guild to stay clean as possible, and having to obey the 2 rules that I have mentioned to them previously, and not have to be told twice about it. Like, number 1, no talk about religion, because religion, just like politics, have an argument or a disagreement, or have an argument over a disagreement that they can't comprehend. And for me, that's kind of a problem, because, you know, when members start fighting, someone ends up leaving, and I can't have that. And everybody should know there's a maximum of 50 members in each guild, 1 including the guild master, which in this case is me. Now, I understand people's position, I understand where they're coming from, but as long as they're willing to help out and obey those 2 rules, that's fine. And if you haven't gotten the 2nd rule already, it's not talking about politics. Because, like religion, it's a mess, it's a disaster. And I've explained why this was before, because it just creates more hate, more crime, more violence, and whatnot. And it's just enough to drive one person entirely insane because of this matter, and I don't like it whenever people tend to leave because of it. That's why I made it a primary rule, not to talk about those 2 things. And I'm not saying it's a complete bad thing, I'm just saying it's a bad thing for me, because it makes people fight a lot, and I hate whenever people fight. So I like to keep my members at hand as much as possible. And I guess I'm also recording these to show people that the servers are back online. We got a new management in order, so there's not much trouble left to preserve, like JoyMax has caused. Move Games has taken over, and it's a good thing, because we don't have to worry about Move Games messing things up, and they have professional coders out there trying to fix the mess that JoyMax left behind. Move Games is doing an awesome job, by the way. They get my kudos. So JoyMax, as far as I'm concerned, they completely messed up, and they deserve to be trolled by the members of the game, sadly. And I'm not wishing anything like deadly or anything against them, because I know how business can be. Business can be bad at times, and some people don't know what they're doing. I mean, there are companies that fell rather than build empires because of bad ideas. And I'm not going to say or name which kind, like well, I could use one for an example, but I'm not going to say exactly how bad their ideas have been. But I would say, like, for instance, Nickelodeon. I just watched a video while uploading some of these episodes. Nickelodeon had a studio, well, more than one studio actually, in Florida. And back in the 1990s, they had a time capsule they put in the ground until 2040 something, which didn't last for very long because the building that they buried the capsule at no longer exists. So they had to take the capsule out and move it to a new location, which is kind of why that the Empire is failing, because, well, they didn't create one to begin with. And we just finished this quest. And yet conquered the mountain once again. I conquered this hill. This hill is now in Guard of the Royal Knights, I guess, in League of the Royal Knights. I don't know. But it's kind of sad that that right there is supposed to be Ken's floating fortress. But it's kind of oddly shaped though. But it does give an idea who is at the 4th floor, now that you think of it. And you do see his face quite a lot in the game, but then again, he's not going to be much of a problem because you're not fighting with him constantly. And this is what I mean, you don't have PvP in here, and the only thing you're fighting is wild Digimon. And Chimeramon is not really a Digimon, he is a made up Digimon. But that's it for the necessary materials. We'll come back whenever we have another quest to handle. So on to Scout Leomon C. We'll be right back.